has been the scenery of a myriad of species undergoing through the evolutionary process. Throughout times in which life has been present, species have turned from single cells to complex organisms through the process known as evolution. This process has continued since the genesis of life itself. The evolutionary theory, first proposed by Charles Darwin, consisted on the idea that all living organisms are descended from a common ancestor. Evolution, according to various biologists and scientists, is known as descent with modification from a common ancestor. These changes chiefly consist on the changes in the genetic frequency within a population over time. So how does descent with modification happen? The answer to this question is found in the analysis of evolutionary mechanisms, which are the following: forced migration, mutation, and speciation. These evolutionary mechanisms can be understood with an example from Charles Darwin's finches.
The finches underwent through the first stage, forced migration. When they were near Ecuador, the tropical storm swept them away, so they ended up in Galapagos Island. The catastrophic storm killed several finches, and only the fittest and strongest of them survived. Consequently, bottleneck and founder effect were present. During the storm, the finches that died underwent through bottleneck effect, whereas the ones that survived in the island created a founder effect. In the islands, the finches had to get used to the new island. As a result, they had to adapt in order to survive. The way in which they were able to adapt was through the second stage, which is mutation. Food, shelter, and mating were requirements for survival, and if all of them are accomplished, mutation takes place. At first, the finches were not able to find food due to the lack of probabilities they would find something they were able to consume because of their beak. The third evolutionary mechanism, speciation, happened. Speciation is the formation of new species in the course of evolution. Speciation and adaptation play a big role in why Charles Darwin saw similar finches with diverging beaks. Throughout the Galapagos, and after realizing the complex ideas, Darwin came up with a theory of natural selection and called these gradual genetic changes passed to the future generations descent with modification.